And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight on the program, it is the SBSS Turkey Derby Big Block Modifieds here at Lanier National Speedway. Brett Wheeler joined alongside, well, I'm going to call him a special guest, but it's a man that is a familiar voice here on Ultimate Dirt TV. It is Alex Robertson. Alex, welcome, and how you going, buddy? So today we'll take a look at your heat race starting grid. I'll tell you what, I'll let you lead us through the grid for the first time. All right, okay. Well, Paul Beesaw and David Smeal Jr. will make up row number one. I'll change that for us in a second for you. Kyle Hooper and Scott Raomi in row number two. Shane Yates alongside Sean McPhee in row three. Row four, William Hobart and Chris Fitz. And row five will be Mason Hannigan and Logan Wenters. We get ready, Alex. Heat race number one of four is green. Mm-hmm. Hooper trying to make it work on the outside of the racetrack. Meanwhile, David Smeal Jr. will lead what is lap number 2 of 10 laps here at the Lanier National Speedway. 3/8 mile of a racetrack. Top 5 going to transfer directly into the show. Everybody else will go through to your B main, known as the last chance qualifier. And what will take the top 10 from that one? Yates still to the inside. Meanwhile, the 14 car of Hooper. There goes David Smeal down to the inside. He's around facing the wrong way. And Alex, I'll tell you what, I'll let you, for the first time, I'll let you say something that you haven't said in quite a while.
It wasn't my fault, and you can't park there, but Kyle Hooper, Romy, Mason, Hannigan, McPhee, that is your top 4. Wentz in your top 5, so that is the top 5 right now, but Kyle Hooper leading the way here in heat race number 1.
Hannigan from the back of the field. He started in position at number 9. He's 3 wide there. Here comes McPhee to the inside. Raomi, they're still working to the top shelf into turn number 3. Hannigan tries to go right through the middle. 6 down, 4 to run for Kyle Hooper. Here comes Raomi. Hannigan, McPhee right there with him down to the inside at turn number 1 and 2.
Raomi right now holding that second spot over McPhee and Hannigan. Kyle Hooper still leading the race here when we come to Popsicle 6 in the air here. Kyle Hooper, Raomi, McPhee, Hannigan Wentz still your top 5 here in transfer spots.
Boy, Raomi looks really good here, but Kyle Hooper doing enough to hold on. Will now come to 2 to run. Car to the inside. David Smeal Jr. Well, that's twice, and well, again, you hate to say it, but you love to say it at the same time. You can't actually park there. It's not a place you want to be parking, Alex.
Oh, especially with heat races being as pivotal as they are, you definitely don't want to park there.
Hey, look.
And oh,
fancy, right?
Brett Wheeler upgrading. It's been a while, Brett. I haven't seen all your upgrades lately.
Yeah, I know. Here, look, let's just throw this in there. Some weather conditions as well. Do you want to throw the date and time in there? That's current date and time, and as to what the sim conditions are. But I like the onboard stuff because it actually shows you the pedal acceleration and whatnot. How much they're on the gas.
Mr. Wheeler, we got to remind people, this might be the first time in a while, but we'll be back together, what, in a week or 2? I think.
Yeah, I don't know. Refresh my memory.
Oh, let me see here.
All right, I'm waiting for you to refresh your memory. Here we go. 2 laps left to run. Alex's favourite time of the night, a green-white checker for heat race number 1. Nothing has changed. He's been gone a while, and well, we'll come to the white flag off turn number 4. Kyle Hooper in the 14 machine. Sean McPhee running in second spot. Scott Raomi, now Mason Hannigan dives down to the inside. He catches the inside wall. That doesn't move Hannigan, as the final 2 left-hand turns are going to come out right now for Kyle Hooper into turn 3. Off for turn number 4. Hannigan going to lose a transfer position again. will have contact with the wall. But Kyle Hooper will win heat race number 1. Take a look here at your official results coming up on screen in just a few moments. And Alex, this will be the first time you've seen these new updated graphics.
Oh boy. Kyle Hooper taking home the win here in heat race number 1. Sean McPhee, Scott Rayomi, William Hobart, Shane Yates, your top 5. Fitz, Wentz, Smeal, Hannigan, as well as Paul Bessall will go to Last Chance Showdowns. And Brett Wheeler, I got the date. It is December 21st. Me and you will be back on the mics together.
That's 3 weeks away, Alex.
A few weeks.
A few and 3. You know what? I will go with it. But seeing as I didn't get to do this in heat race number 1, I'll now let you lead us through to heat race number 2.
And starting on the pole for heat race number 2, it is Dakota Kuhn on the inside to the outside. It's the 11 of Mason Inman. Row number 2, it's Nick Lowe in the 4 to the outside. It's the 99 of TJ Smith. Row number 3, it's Dylan DeWert Jr. in the 20. And on the outside, Samuel Bachman in the 007. Braden Eiler in the 37 will start inside of row number 4 to the outside, the 21 of Kyle Bauer. And in row number 10, the 38, that's Brett Strickler to the outside, Aaron Rockefeller in the 18.
How do you like those ones, Alex?
Oh, Brett Wheeler up in his game.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I've had these for a couple of months now, so.
Oh.
But this is the first time you've seen them.
I'm about to say, remember, summer race season for me, I got a little sidetracked and everything.
Yeah, sure. Let's go sidetracked. Yeah, I see you've been working a lot. We'll come back to this conversation here in a moment. Heat race number 2 is green with Dakota Kuhn. Mason Inman immediately will go 3 wide, Low down to the inside. Low catches the wall. Meanwhile, Kuhn and Inman go side by side. Give the spot to Dakota Kuhn in the 95.
Norton flag, it looks like, will wave the 21 of Kyle Bauer around. He got contact with Aaron Rockefeller as we'll look at the replay here, heading into turn number 1 and 2. And, ooh, Brett Wheeler, I don't think he can park there.
Nope. And you know what else? That wall doesn't move.
No, it does not.
Now, I feel like we've said those particular words quite a few times during our journey here on Ultimate Dirt TV over the past, 3-4 years with each other?
Oh, boy. It's been 4 years now, Brett.
Wow, 4 years.
How did we ever get so lucky? Last month it was 4 years.
How did we get so lucky?
Been a while.
So what else have you been up to?
Well, got to call racing at Bridgeport Motorsports Park. And speaking of, again, elite welder training and testings, Jim Gallagher Jr., a weekly competitor at Bridgeport Motorsports Park, pitching in for this event here for the Turkey Derby as well tonight.
Certainly, so I have a little bit more information on that one as we get ready to go back green here in heat race number 2 with Dakota Kuhn. And again, immediately Mason Inman now going to dive down to the inside. They'll drag race down the back straight away. Kuhn and Inman side by side. Meanwhile, Nicholas Lowe will make his way to the top shelf, but it's TJ Smith to work it down to the inside. Here comes Dylan DeWert Jr.
Side by side, 2 by 2. They go into turn number 1 and 2. Mason Inman holding on to the race lead here over Dakota Kuhn, TJ Smith, Nick Lowe. Those two side by side for position number 3 and 4. And Dylan DeWert right now holding on to that 5th spot.
Yeah, the top 5 will transfer directly into the main event. We'll see 4 heat races on the program before your last chance qualifier. And then from that, we'll take the top 10 to lock in a 30-car field for 100 laps. Here at Lanier National Speedway, DeWert, Nicholas Lowe will go wheel to wheel down into turn number 1. DeWert's got the 4th spot at the moment, so there's just an insurance position. Kuhn smacks the wall in the back straight away. Now here comes TJ Smith down to the inside, almost 3 wide for the runner-up position.
Inman still holding on to the race lead here. TJ Smith, Dakota Kuhn, Dylan DeWert, and Nick Lowe, your top 5 right now. And you see the battle within that top 5. Smith, Kuhn, DeWert, Lowe, and even Braden Eiler now going to join the fray here for a transfer spot.
Yeah, Eiler is the first car on the outside looking in that number 37 machine. Again, I'm sure he'd love to put That 37 car directly into the feature event. Speaking of putting it into the feature event, he's going to go 3 wide. Dakota Kim will go from the in-house to the out-house right now in the 95 machine. He'll slip back to position number 6 as Isla now moves his way to position number 4. He'll slide up across the nose of the 4 machine of Nicholas Lowe. Lowe trying to think about going back down to the inside. Meanwhile, Brett Strickler behind them going to make it 3 wide as Samuel Bachman goes right back through the middle of the racetrack.
Inman still holding on here, but there you see Dakota Kuhn now on the outside looking in of a transfer spot. Nick Lowe holding on in that 4 machine. He's holding on to 5th. Braden Eiler in the 4 spot, but then you have Kuhn, Bachman, Rockefeller. Those cars still trying to bid for that transfer spot.
Yeah, white flag is out. Mason Inman has already made his way down into turn number 3 and off for turn number 4 for the final time. Heat race number 2. Barney the Irish flagman says, let's wrap it up. Heat race number 2. Mason Inman will get the job done. TJ Smith, Dylan DeWert Jr., Braden Eiler, and Nicholas Lowe will be your confirmed 5 finishers, or the first top 5 that will lock themselves into the main event. We'll bring up your results here for the Short Bus Super Series Turkey Derby Big Block Modifieds at Lanier. There it is. Inman, Smith, DeWert, Eiler, and Lowe, your top 5. Kuhn, Rockefeller, Macklin, Strickler, and Bauer, your top 10. 6 on through to 10th. We'll go through to the last chance showdown. Heat number 3, they'll line up like this. Jimmy Barr to the pole position. Trevor Royer to the outside of the front row. Row number 2 to inside from position number 3. It's the 60 machine of Harold Klump to the outside. James Tenorelli in car number 76 from position number 4. Position number 5 in the 28 car, Brennan Combs and Andrew Lotz in car number 8 will line up at a position number 6. Leith Hicks lines up the 06 from position number 7. Jack Young, car 31, will start position number 8. And Matt Prigden will line up the 15 machine from position number 9. Alex, who do you like in this one?
Ooh. Brett Wheeler, I'm going to take the words out of the mouth that you have said so many times to me when I've asked you this question. Whoever crosses the finish line first.
All right, well, here's a thing for you, because on a technicality, and this is something you've never picked up on, you know I'm a good technicality guy, the guy crossing the line could have a black flag.
Brett Wheeler wins on a technicality again, but here we go. Heat race number 3. Green flag is out, and already up front, Jimmy Barr, Trevor Royer, Brandon Combs, Jim Tenorelli, as well as Brandon Combs are battling it out right now, but Jimmy Barr going to lead lap number 1.
Yeah, Royer trying to go upstairs, down into turn number 1 and 2. Tenorelli trying to follow suit in 76. In fact, we'll cut it right back through the middle of the racetrack. Combs in the 28 machine. He'll work it down to the inside. Meanwhile, Klump and Lotz, they'll go side by side for positions number 5 and 6. Klump in the 6 machine. He's got the 5th and final transfer spot, but it's JB in the cause light number 12. Cause number 12. Jimmy Barr leading the way. Yellow is out, Alex. So 15 car, Matt Prigden. Ooh. Boy, he really changed his line there going down into turn number 1. Goes from the top, tries to cut it right back to the slick, and maybe the 6 car just wasn't anticipating him to come down like that, but nonetheless, the yellow is out.
Brett Wheeler, remember, the walls do not move.
No, they don't. Can confirm that it has been tested and tried. So waiting for the lights to go out on the iRacing.com official post truck. Again, tonight's Turkey Derby brought to you by Elite Welder Training and Testing in Mickleton, New Jersey. It's all good under the hood. Visit weldertrainingsouthjersey.com for more information. And we'll continue on with some other sponsors, of course, throughout the program. As you can see up on the top right of the screen, those sponsor logos just rotating to everybody that has been able to put on this Short Bus Super Series Turkey Derby for the Big Block Modifieds. I think, what did I read earlier? I think I read it's about $150 purse for, I think they're looking at a free entry, and nearly 40 cars signed in, so not a bad field as we go back to green, Alex.
Jimmy Barr, here comes Brandon Combs yet again to the outside. Trevor Royer, Jim Tenorelli, and Harold Klump. That is your top 5 here. Andrew Lotz on the outside looking in, as well as Jack Young in the 31. But Jimmy Barr leading the way here as we are halfway here in heat race number 3.
Yeah, halfway home at the start-finish line. Brandon Combs looking to lead, and I think he may have just caught the lead lap there on that front straightaway. As Combs now, he's getting clear of the 12 machine of Jimmy Barr still trying to make it work down to the inside. Maybe it's time to move up as Trevor Roy now finds himself in third. But here comes Tenerelli looking to the outside down into 1 and 2. Then you go back to Harold Club. Bit of a gap back to Jack Young. You're looking at about 6 or 7/10 of a second right now. And Jack Young is the first car on the outside looking in that number 31 machine. As Tenerelli still trying to put the moves there on Trevor Roy down into 1.
Tenerelli now coming as Royer there to the outside of Jimmy Barr. Tenerelli on the top side, battling it with Clump. So second to fifth, they're battling it out here side by side, 2 by 2, yet again going into turn 1 and 2.
Yeah, Alex is probably making it easier up on the top left of the screen, just under the what heat we're on, how many laps we've got left to run, rather than showing what lap we're on. But right now, boy, Brandon Combs, once he got to the race lead about 3 laps ago, boy, he's really driven away from the rest of the field. Jimmy Barr still holding on to position number 2. Roy back there in third. Clump and Tenerelli still going to go side by side for the final transfer spot off for turn number 4. Brandon Combs will win heat race number 3 to Dollar from 2nd. Trevor Roy home in 3rd. James Tenerelli in 4th. Make that, I think Harold Clump will grab 4th. Let's take a look at the official results. It is Clump just by 3/100ths of a second over Tenerelli to get that 5th and final transfer spot. For Young Lots, Prigden and Hicks off to the B main. They go. Alex, heat race number 4 coming up on the racetrack right now.
Starting on the pole, it is Trent Curtis in the 151 to the outside, the 57 of Austin Griffey. Row number 2, J.D. Myers in the 25 to the outside. It will be Clay Christopherson in the 051. James Murphy in the 65 will start inside of row number 3 to the outside. Dean Reynolds in the 79. Anthony Moreno in the 32 will start inside of row number 4 to the outside. It's the 14 of Jared Murphy. And starting in the 9th spot, that is going to be Patrick Cobb. So that is your 9-car starting field here for heat race number 4.
So, Alex, of course, you've had a lot to do with the iRacing PA Posse guys, correct? Yes?
Yes.
You're very familiar with a lot of these names?
No, actually. So about half of this is our Pennsylvania guys, and half of this is what we call invaders in Pennsylvania, because heat race number 4 is green, so we'll get back to that conversation. But Trent Curtis going to lead into turn number 1 and 2 there as Myers and Griffey. Myers almost washed up and took the race leader with him there, but now side by side they'll go 3 wide for that 2nd spot.
He'll certainly come back to that invader topic, because I've got something that will lead into this one. So you might know half the field. I know the other half of the field, which I broadcast on a Thursday night, 3-1 for the final transfer spot. 2 of those guys are in this heat race, the 32 car of Anthony Morano and that Super Dirt Car Series King Race Designs number 79 machine of Dean Reynolds. Now he's on the outside looking in 3 wide. JD Myers in the 25. He'll now get shuffled out of a transfer spot. Move Morano into that 5th and final spot. Here comes Dean Reynolds. Slide jump on the 25. Parks it on the nose. Meanwhile, Trent Curtis leads from James Murphy, Austin Griffey, Clay Christopherson and Anthony Morano. That's your top 5 as they work through 1 and 2.
Curtis still leading the way. Murphy, Griffey, Moreno, and Christopherson in that 5th spot. But Dean Reynolds in the 79 battling it out with Patrick Cobb side by side as Griffey now 2 by 2. They're going at it here for 1st through 4th.
Well, I tell you what, this is really starting to heat up. Christopherson trying to come back right through the middle in that 51 machine. He'll now get to the inside of Austin Griffey, looking again for that insurance position down into turn number 1. Reynolds catching the left rear quarter panel there of the 51 of Christopherson. Meanwhile, the 65 car new race leader down into turn number 3. That is James Murphy. 4 to go as Trent Curtis falls back to position number 2. And here comes Anthony Morano in the 32. Boy, I tell you what, I'm used to seeing Morano make his way through the field on a Thursday night, and he's really showing these PA Posse guys how to get it done around Lanier National Speedway, considering you've just invaded Lanier, boys.
And man, talk about it, 3 laps to go here. Dean Reynolds not going away from that 5th and final transfer spot from Christopherson. But right now, Reynolds still on the outside looking in, and they are coming in on some more traffic as Griffey, Curtis, Moreno, and Murphy still battling it out as Murphy holding on to the race lead here with 2 to go.
Well, I tell you what, again, you said it just before. Reynolds not going away from the final transfer spot. Clay Christopherson, white flag is out. 1 lap left to go for James Murphy. Can Reynolds find himself locked into the show, or will he have to run the B main? We'll find out. 2 left-hand turns coming up right now for James Murphy down into turn number 3. Look at this, nearly 3 wide for the final transfer spot. Checkers around. James Murphy gets the win. Second, we'll go to Anthony Orlando. Trent Curtis home in third. Fourth, we'll go to Austin Griffey. Clay Christopherson will get that 5th and final transfer position right now. And we've got to be main coming up on the program, but there is heat race number 4 results. Murphy, Morano, Curtis, Griffey, Christopherson. They'll go to the show. Reynolds, Cobb, Murphy, along with JD Myers. Those drivers are going to a B main. That B main coming up right now. Let's take a look at your starting grid. We've got 18 lining up on the grid. Chris Fritz alongside Dakota Kuhn in row number 1. Alex, who's in row number 2?
Jack Young on the 31. He will start inside to the outside, the 79. That's Dean Reynolds.
Row number 3, another invader on the 18 machine. It's Logan Wentz to the outside, the 18 from position number 6. That's Aaron Rockefeller.
Andrew Lotz in the 8. He will start inside of row number 4 to the outside, the 02 of Patrick Cobb.
Then we go back to row number 5, inside and outside from position number 9. The turn 2 terribles, Jeremy Zarfo's photography, 72 car of David Smeal Jr. And to the outside, one of the invaders once again driving the 007 machine, Samuel Backman lining up from position number 10.
Starting in the 11th spot, that's Matt Brigden. To the outside, Jared Murphy in the 14.
Paul Beesall lines up the 27 from 13. The 38 to Brent Strickler will line up at a position number 14.
Lath Hicks will start in the 15th spot, and the 16th spot will go to the 25 of J.D. Myers.
And your final row all by himself is going to be the 37 car of Mason Hannigan, and Carl Bauer, I believe, has called it quits after heat racing competition. So, Alex, like I said, we'll go back to that conversation. You know the PA Posse guys.
Now,
well, I know the invaders.
Wheeler, I got a question.
Yeah.
Is the Dean Reynolds the Dean Reynolds? I think it is.
Super Durcar Series Dean Reynolds.
Oh, yes, then I do know that
Yes,
Dean Reynolds.
Yes, that Dean Reynolds. You know, every time I put up a picture of my kids on Facebook, he always asks me if he was cute at one stage. I'm like, no, you were never cute. Stop kidding yourself. Anyhow, green flag coming out, 12 laps on the board. Alex, top 10. He's going to be the cutoff point, I should say. Oh, boy, the 18 car of Logan Wentz. That was all sorts of balls up there in turn number 1 there on the opening lap, but we're going to stay green.
We stay green here as we'll have 11 laps to go. Fritz, Kuhn, Dean Reynolds in that 3rd spot already as Rockefeller now goes to the inside here. Jack Young as well in the fray here for one of those top 5 spots. Remember, top 10 make it. Brent Strickler right now in that 10th spot as David Smeal, Mason Hannigan, all those guys who were involved in some early race contact on the opening lap.
He's going to love when I say this, but I need him to get right up to the concrete wall. Look out, here comes Aaron Rockefeller in the 18 machine. He's now going to try and power around the outside of the 79 car of Reynolds. Meanwhile, Jack Young, Dakota Kuhn. Oh, boy, Dakota Kuhn, a little bit of contact there with the 18 car. Aaron Rockefeller, Samuel Backman coming through. Here comes Logan Wentz in the 18. Boy, Jared Murphy trying to make his way through. Meanwhile, challenge from Dean Reynolds on Jack Young. But right now, watching Rockefeller, Wentz. They go wheel to wheel. One upstairs, one down low. Couple of teammates going at it.
At Brent Mark Sim Racing, number 31, Jack Young running in the 2nd spot as caution flag will wave here with 8 laps to go.
I think we are looking at maybe a Brett Strickler incident here. Ew. Still got it, Alex. I can still pick it. He might be, speaking of picking it, I think Strickler might be picking some concrete out of his teeth after that ride.
Wheeler, what's your favorite words?
You can't park there. And the wall doesn't move. It's like these people don't listen to us, Alex. Like, how long have I been saying that?
The real question, and I know it's been a while, the real question is it still brought to you by Power Platts Presentation?
Oh, you know it is. Absolutely. It never changes, Alex. It never changes. You know what else never changes?
Hope you do it.
Oh, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
You
Yeah,
do
look
it.
at right up there. Look at that right announcement. Look at that. Look
boy.
at that. Right up the top. Yeah. See that? Hashtag blame Alex. You can go away for months at a time and still be your fault. Pace truck is down to the infield. We'll go back to green. 7 laps left to run as Chris Fritz leads the all-black car down through the bottom of the turn number 1 and 2. Meanwhile, Reynolds still trying to make it work down to the inside of Jack Young as they go side by side for 2nd and 3rd. And look at this battle right now for about 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th position. You can really throw a blanket over them. 3 wide down into 1 and 2.
Looked like Dean Reynolds there almost kissed the inside barrier as now he loses 1 spot there to Patrick Cobb, goes back to the inside. So 2 by 2 they battle it out here. Lath Hicks still holding on to that 10th and final transfer spot here. Mason Hannigan, J.D. Myers, they're on the outside looking in here as Logan Wentz now making some moves as he's up to the 8th spot.
Wentz trying to find his way up closer towards the front of this B main and start a little bit further up in tonight's main event, although the winner of this B main is going to start position number 21, so your starting spots on offer 21 through to position number 33. Wide right now, Dakota Coon was right stuck in the middle. Jared Murphy in the 14 car, he was on the outside, he was right in the middle of the racetrack, and then the 18 car of Logan Wentz, he was right down to the inside. Meanwhile, well, someone's got to kiss the 79 car. As you said, he kissed the concrete wall a couple of laps ago, and he's staying right away from it right now. As meanwhile, Cobb, along with Aaron Rockefeller, they're working to the outside, and he's going to get left out of the low side.
And caution flag will wave here. Brett Wheeler with 3 laps to go. The 15 of Prigden. Brett Strickler, it looks like, was involved as well. As here we go. Let's look at the replay. 15, the 37 got behind as well. The 06 involved.
That's
David
Hannigan
Steele
in the 37, I think. It is. It's Hannigan in the 37.
Yes, it is.
Little Hurricane trying to whip up a storm in the final couple. I say, speaking of whipping up a storm, your favourite time of the night, Alex, because at the minute with 3 to go, once they go past the start-finish line and get the green, they go to the next lap, so that 1 lap comes down, and, well, we have a favourite, Alex's favourite time of the night.
Oh, green-white checker. Brett Wheeler, you know how many green-white checkers, I swear, the first 6 races of the season at Bridgeport, we had a green-white checkered at least once a night.
I'm not surprised. And you know why? Because anything that you anything that you are a part of, anything that has Alex Robinson in it, you are guaranteed at least 1 green-white checker. It doesn't matter if it's from heat race number 1 or whether it's in the A main. You are guaranteed to see a green-white checker. I can't remember the last time I've actually seen you call a race that has not had a green-white checker.
Yeah, it's been a while.
2 to run, Alex. I'm going to let you call these last 2 laps. I'm just going to get ready for something on screen very shortly.
Green flag back out. Fritz leading the way here. Jack Young in the 2nd spot as now Rockefeller and Reynolds going at it here. Rockefeller is in that 4th spot now as he gets by Reynolds yet again. Patrick Cobb into the 3rd spot. White flag in the air. Down to the back chute into turn number 3 and 4. Final time side by side for that 3rd spot here. But Chris Fritz, he's going to win your last chance qualifier. Jack Young, Patrick Cobb, Aaron Rockefeller, Dean Reynolds, Jared Murphy, Dakota Coon, Logan Wentz, Lath Hicks, and J.D. Myers, your top 10.
There you go. There's your
Here it
results.
is. So Fritz, Young, Cobb, Rockefeller, Reynolds, Murphy, Kuhn, Wentz, Hicks, and Myers, your top 10.
And then just one more.
David Smeal Jr., Watts, Prigden, Bessall, Hannigan, Strickler, Bachman, and Bauer. They have to pack it up, and their night is done. And some interesting stories here. Hicks, a crew guy on Brian Brown, yes, the Brian Brown at Casey's General Store sprint car. And then you look at Brett Strickler. He is a 358/410 driver here. Dakota Coon, a crew guy, crew chief. Let's get it right. Crew chief on the 90 of Jordan Givler. So Brett Wheeler, and with Dean Reynolds entering the fray, we have everything from guys of Jeremy Zarfos and Jimmy Barr also in attendance here, you know, podcasters to crew guys to crew chiefs to
Race
what do we even
officials.
want to? I'm going to say, what do we want to call him? Race official or series director? Something. He wears a lot of hats when it comes to World Racing Group, I think.
Yeah, and I'm still waiting for that phone call to say, hey, Brett, come on over to America. But, look, that's Dean Reynolds not doing Dean Reynolds things. Hey, just quickly again, while we've got this opportunity, that, like I said, there is a warm-up going on at the moment, so the track is getting reset. These drivers will have about 5 minutes to run the track in. So rather than have a one-lane racetrack at the end, they've reset it. I'm looking at that. It looks like they've reset it to zero, and I'm going to be very disappointed if this goes one lane, because I'm pretty sure that I told these boys that pre-gen tracks aren't the greatest, and let's hope this. For my sake, I hope that I'm going to be right on this one. But again, tonight's Turkey Derby, again brought to you by Elite Welder Training and Testing in Mickleton, New Jersey. It's all good under the hood. Visit www.weldertrainingsouthjersey.com for more information. Along with Turn 2 Terribles, the official PA Posse Dirt Track Racing podcast starring Jimmy Barr, Jeremy Zarfos, and Chris Lynn, live on Monday night. You can find them on Facebook and YouTube at Turn 2 Terribles. And lastly, we'd like to use tonight's program to raise FDS awareness. But while these cars are on track, Alex, now you won't be able to see this, but I get the feeling you spoke about earlier about the next time in a couple of weeks. Now, call it 3 weeks on December 21st. Now, I'm bringing it up for the fans at home. The Sean Timmerman Memorial 410 wing sprint cars. Chatting to the guys, I think they said they had 200 entries at this stage, and they've still got 3 weeks to go and promote this race. And I said something about a month ago, 3-4 weeks ago, in regards to this, and it's never good as to losing someone like Sean. This race is going to mean a whole lot to a whole lot of people, and I really hope that people can get behind it for the Sean Timmerman Memorial Race.
And Brett Wheeler, right when I heard that, I was stunned. It was one of those of a week prior, calling him in I think he won the pro qualifier race the week prior. And then to get that Facebook notification not even a few hours after the pro series that Monday night was not the best notification I could have had that night.
No, well, David Allen, along with 3, 4, 5 other guys are working their backsides off to get this Sean Timmerman Memorial Race. And we know that the family are going to be tuning in. Again, you can catch all the action live on Ultimate Dirt TV. Myself, Alex Robinson. I dare say we're going to have some guests throughout the course of the night. But, again, don't forget, Thursday, December 21, prelims going off in 15-minute increments. Again, like I said, I believe I think I heard or read that they were up to 200. And the guys that Alex, if you get 200 cars for an entry race, right, you'd think you'd be absolutely stunned, yeah? Like, you'd be absolutely over the moon. They're not content with that. They want 300. So, if you want to race in it, 410 wing sprint cars, you can message David Allen on Facebook, or there is a Discord going around. If you need that Discord, just send us a message, and we'll get you access to that Discord, and you can participate in the Sean Timmerman Memorial. Well, 5 minutes of warm-up left in this warm-up session for the Short Bus Super Series Turkey Derby. Big block modifieds here at Lanier National Speedway. We'll take this opportunity right now to step aside here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Come back, we'll pay a couple of bills, and be back with your 100-lap main event on the other side of this quick commercial break.
iRacing, is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racing enthusiasts all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. The car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and racing teams. Our skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those.
And we are back here on Ultimate Dirt TV, coverage of the Short Pass Super Series Turkey Derby Big Block Modifieds here at Lanier National Speedway. Brett Wheeler joined alongside Alex Robinson for this 100-lap main event. Let's take a look at your starting lineup. And row number 1 will be the 14 car of Kyle Hooper. To the outside of the front row, car number 11, car 51, I should say, of Mason Inman.
Number 2 on the inside, the 28 of Brandon Combs. To the outside, starting 4th, the 65 of James Murphy.
Row number 3, we'll see Sean McPhee in the 2 machine start position number 5, and the 99 of TJ Smith will line up out of position number 6.
Starting in the 7th spot, it's the 12 of Jimmy Barr. To the outside, Anthony Moreno in the 32.
Row 5, inside and outside, Scott Riomi in the 4 machine will start position number 9. The 20 of Dylan DeWord Jr., I should say, will start position number 10.
The 90 of Trevor Royer will start inside of row number 6 in the 11th spot. To the outside, the 151 of Trent Curtis.
Position number 13 will be the 13 car of William Hobart. Braden Hall, the 37, out of position number 14.
Starting 15th, it's Harold Klump. To the outside, starting 16th in the 57 of Austin Griffey.
Then we go back to row number 9, Shane Yates alongside Nicholas Lowe.
It's going to be Jim Tenorelli in the 76 and Clay Christopherson in the 20th spot.
21st will be Chris Fritz, and 22nd will be Jack Young.
23rd, it's Patrick Cobb. 24th, Aaron Rockefeller.
We're green. Dean Reynolds and Jared Murphy will be green off turn number 4. We'll just quickly go through the last 2 rows. Dakota Kuhn alongside Logan Wentz and Laith Hicks alongside JD Myers for the 25 starters. Here we go. Green flag is out. 100 laps around Lanier National Speedway, and we are green. And Kyle Hooper, he's got the jump on the field.
Side by side already for that second spot, Inman, and that is Brandon Combs going at it, as well as James Murphy in the battles here in your top 5. Sean McPhee holding on to the 5th spot here, but Hooper holds the early advantage. Here comes Mason Inman trying to duck to the inside.
Inman trying to make it work for the race lead off turn number 4. The opening 2 laps are all Kyle Hooper, just like what he did in heat race number 1. Oh, TJ Smith around in the 99 machine. Everybody missed him. It's not often that you see that, Alex, where basically the entire field take evasive action and not gaggle up the entire field as well. Boy, problems there for the 99. Just got into the back of the 2 car. And look at this, everybody. Austin Griffey, probably move of the night so far to miss that 99 machine. Again, that is they're very few and far between, stuff like that, Alex.
It's impressive, especially about 20 cars going by him trying, and they were going 3 wide at that time entering the corner. So very impressive, and a very action-packed opening 2 laps as well to this 100-lap A main event. I think, Brett Wheeler, we still got 97 laps to go once we hit back to the green flag.
Yeah, that's I mean, we've still got plenty of laps, so we're only basically 3% done of this feature race. Kyle Hooper in the 14K machine. Lights are out on the safety car. Alex, I didn't ask you, which driver do you think is going to win the main event?
That's be on lap 50.
I want to ask you on lap 3.
I want to answer it on lap 3. A lot can happen in 50 more laps.
So you're telling me you're still scared to pick a winner. All right, here we go. Back to green. Kyle Hooper makes it in, and Murphy comes 3 wide down into turn number 1. Look at McPhee working to the inside, trying to make it work. He'll now lose back and go back and slot in that 5th spot as here comes Morano now. Morano right through the middle, move Morano up to position number 5. Meanwhile, here comes Brandon Combs, still got some issues playing in the 28 machine. We'll see if we can get that one sorted out. But right now, Murphy's found his way to position number 3.
And that battle for that third spot still continues here. Combs, McPhee, Moreno, as well as Dylan DeWert Jr. He's holding off the battle behind of Jimmy Barr, Trevor Royer, and then Scott Raomi in your top 10 right now. But again, like you said, Kyle Hooper, it's all been him so far.
Tell you what, Morano along with McPhee get by the 28 car of Combs, and now you start to see Combs just start to slip down the order. In fact, he's well, he should be done and dusted for the night. There's Morano and McPhee. They'll go side by side down the front straight away. McPhee in the 2 machine. Meanwhile, Mason Inman closing in on your race lead. He's got the lead. He's got the gap down to 0.2 of a second. Now just under 0.2 of a second. But Morano and McPhee still going at it. One on the top, one right through the middle of the racetrack.
And caution flag will wave here. Brett Wheeler, I will never forget the words that some of these drivers have told me when they come to 100 laps, even Street Stock Nationals at Bridgeport this year. You got to survive the first 50. After the first 50, then it's time to race hard.
But Alex, you know what? These 100 laps are again, they're a different kettle of fish, because not only do you got to survive the first 50, but tyre wear is going to be an issue as well.
Oh, it gets tough, especially, you know, when right now the track's a little fresh. You're going to burn it because you're going to go full throttle. A lot of these guys probably are going full throttle right away. And I think tire wear will kick in majorly about lap number 75-ish, 75, 80. And those final 20 laps are going to be where, did you save your tires enough, or did you burn your tires?
Again, something that we'll probably talk through a couple of times throughout the course of this feature event. Who's going to be able to save their equipment the best? And, well, again, we'll have to wait and find out. We come back to green where double file is already in effect. The iRacing.com safety car is up, and we're back to green with Kyle Hooper again jumping on the loud pedal. The green flag goes up, the pedal goes down. We're back underway. Sean McPhee all over the back of Mason Inman through turn number 1. Out of turn number 2, here comes Murphy down to the inside, trying to challenge Inman for the runner-up position.
Side by side for that second spot, Inman, Murphy, and then McPhee right behind, as here we go. 3-car battle. Let's make it a 4-car battle as Anthony Moreno joins the fray here. So caution flag will wave. So 3 cautions here in the opening 10 laps. Oh, boy.
Ruh-roh. Ooh, Roy and DeWert just come together. DeWert goes around. 11 machine, I believe that is Shane Yates coming in there. And oh, look, there's Dean Reynolds crashing again. So this is tongue-in-cheek, crashing again.
Brett Wheeler, do you want to break the news to him there?
He definitely can't park there.
But you would like to break that news to him.
Yeah, look, he may learn one day, Alex. I just don't know. When that day comes, that is the $1 million question.
So, Brett, when we come back to the green flag, we will be 10 in, 90 laps to go.
Still plenty of time for these drivers to move around. Track, I gotta say, is starting to get a little bit slick down into that first turn, Alex. Trying to just pay attention to that one, how sort of wide it is, I guess, and especially going down into turn 3, it pretty much goes right through the middle of the racetrack, and then once you start to get above that mid groove, that's where you start to see the moisture. So we'll see if anybody is going to have the coconuts to go upstairs. 3 wide for the race lead. Hooper, Inman, and Murphy. Here comes McPhee now once again. McPhee trying to split the gap there on Murphy and Inman. Now 4 wide for the lead off turn number 4, and still give it to Kyle Hooper.
So Kyle Hooper there on that restart. Not the best restart we've seen out of the 3 that we've had so far here. Inman, McPhee, and Trevor Royer all look sharp on that restart. And now they're trying to go 3 wide yet again for the race lead. Hooper still holds on, but Mason Inman, Sean McPhee, those 2 side by side. And here comes the 90 of Trevor Royer.
Royer in the 90 machine trying to close in on your top 3. We'll go yellow one more time. And just as this race again starts to heat up, I tell you what, with 30 cars, it's going to be tough for race control. And Alex, I would not like to be in their shoes tonight. Big block modifieds at Lanier. It's a tighter racetrack. It's a short racetrack. The elbows are going to be up, but they've got 100 laps to go through this. And, well, again, not a job that I would want to be doing right now.
Yeah, Brett, that's a little bit above our pay grade.
Wait, you've got a pay grade? Ah, so okay, so now I get it. All right, so the Alex Robinson guy gets a pay grade, and poor old Brett Wheeler doesn't. All right, no worries. Okay, it's cool. It's cool. I can work with it, Alex. You just let me know when I'm on your kind of level.
Brett Wheeler, you set the level. I just have to get to your level. Get it right.
I don't know what you're on about, Alex. Tell you what, I'm going to open my window so you can lead us back to green.
Pace truck is off. Here we go. 87 laps to go. Green flag back in the air. Kyle Hooper this time with a good restart, but still 3 wide for the race lead here. Hooper, Inman, McPhee going at it here. McPhee on the inside tries to get by here. He'll go side by side yet. Slide job for the race lead, and now Sean McPhee takes the race lead.
Oh, he will lead lap number 14. And well, speaking of the 14, it's the 14 machine of Kyle Hooper trying to take back the lead. But I'll tell you what, it is going to be that House of Speed number 2 machine of Sean McPhee. Back to the slider line. He goes into 3 and 4. But the Hot Bottom Industries number 14K machine of Kyle Hooper will have to give up the race lead there for the past couple of laps, as he's now going to work with Trevor Royer driving your Black Diamond Motorsports number 90 machine. Royer now just at 3/4 of the way up the racetrack off for turn number 4. Still third spot for Trevor Royer.
Royer now still on the top side there, tries to get by Kyle Hooper for that second spot. He's bringing Mason Inman with him as well here, side by side on the top side. Trevor Royer now up to second here, but here comes Hooper back to the inside. Mason Inman now, he might be peaking to split the difference here.
Inman trying to make it a 3-car battle, trying to get back to a podium position. 18 down, 82 laps left to run. It's all Sean McPhee. He's nearly opened up a second lead, and again, tyres is going to be the big issue. Is he trying to set the pace, trying to set a blistering pace, knowing that, well, he might be good even with some shot tyres late in this one? Is he going to be able to hang on? Here comes a 37 machine of Braden Isler, puts a slider there on Marana for positions number 5. Marana comes back at him down into turn number 3. Boy, a blistering pace, 20 down, 80 to run.
And look at that. In the top 5 here, you have 2 notable names in the sprint car game here going at it, with Sean McVie still leading the way. Caution flag is out, and Trevor Royer will restart in the second spot. But talk about Braden Isler. He's opening some eyes, and there you see the 57 of Austin Griffey. Gets a little love tap.
All right, to be fair, pretty sure he stopped to not get into the inside wall, and just trying to figure out what 18 car that was. That was the 18 of Logan Wentz, who got into the back. So just keep an eye again on that 57 machine. Just there, right there, and you see the car just...
Oh, a hard checkup.
Yep, big checkup. So I don't think Logan Wentz could have done anything differently regarding that one. Looks like he's going to stay in his spot at the moment. Austin Griffey, however, is going to go to the tail end of the field. Alex, we're only 20 laps in. 21 once we go back to green. Have you got any sort of clue as to who you're going to pick to win?
I don't know. The top 5 have been very good. And again, you add now Braden Isler to that top 5. Jimmy Barr's not far behind in the top 5 here in the 12. So keep an eye on the Turn 2 Terribles number 12 machine, who will restart in the 7th spot.
Again, we'll come back to green. 79 laps left to go here at Lanier. Your Short Bar Super Series Turkey Derby Big Block Modifieds at Lanier. We're back to the green in the main event. Royer trying to chop the nose off the 51 machine of Inman down into turn number 3. And now here comes a 37 car of Braden Isler. Isler and Royer, they're no strangers to racing one another, but normally doing it in sprint cars. This time they've got the Big Block Modifieds out. Technically still an open wheel race car, Alex.
Yeah, Royer up top, Braden Eiler on the bottom side by side. These two go at it for that third spot. Royer up top, almost kisses the wall, opens the door. Braden Eiler now has him by just about a nose. Now Eiler going to try and slide up in front, and he will take over that third spot.
Royer tried to go back, cut it down to the inside, down the front, straight away punt, got into the back bumper of that 37 car, and well thought better Robert. So Isla going to hold on to position number 3, and we'll go yellow once again. We are looking at the 0-2 of Patrick Cobbins. We'll take a look at the instant replay coming up on screen. That Brandon's Auto Glass 02 machine just gets a little bit of a love tap from the 06 machine of Lath Hicks, that is. Again, boys, I don't want to repeat myself, and at the risk of repeating myself, you still can't park there. So we are ready to fire back to life. We are 2 to green at the minute. We'll wait for the lights on the racing.com official pace truck to turn off, and we'll come back to green here at Lanier. I'm going to say, Alex, so far, well, we're at technically now, once we go back to green, quarter race distance. Still 3 quarters to go. Still 75 laps. You trying to save your energy for the back half of this feature?
Look, I got energy for every single lap. You know this.
I'm just making sure. Just making sure. I'd hate to see the Alex just slip into something that, we're not used to and not bring that hype. Here we go, back to green. 25 down, 75 to go for the 2 machine of Sean McPhee. Isla Hooper makes contact with Isla there in the middle of turn number 1 and 2. And now Morano now trying to move his way to position number 4. And boy, you got to feel for Kyle Hooper at the moment. But again, that question is he maybe trying to save some of the equipment, although he's still got a fair bit of speed in that 14K machine.
Yeah, here he comes to the outside of Trevor Royer for that 4th spot. So Royer, Hooper, correction, that's for the 3rd spot. Side by side, they'll go at it here into turn 1 and 2. The 14 of Kyle Hooper on the top side, the 90 of Trevor Royer on the bottom side. Mason Inman has his hands full as well with the 32 of Anthony Moreno, as Moreno gets by Inman yet again as well. So battles for 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. And here comes the 7th spot of James Murphy. He's battling with Jimmy Barr.
Yeah, James Murphy right there in that 65 machine. Romy and Barr, they'll again go wheel to wheel. Oh, look out. That's your race leader. Sean McPhee, what happened to your race leader there? 3 wide down into 1 and 2. Kyle Hooper will resume the race lead, but Sean McPhee, talk about going from the penthouse to the outhouse right now. And you've got to feel for Sean, as right now he's back in what is battling in 18th and 19th position. Hooper back to the race lead. There is Isla and Royer still side by side. Marana along with Inman. Inman's found his way back to a top 5. Murphy, Rayomi, and Barr, they're close to a top 5 as well.
So talk about change in it here under 70 to go, as here we go. There you see Jimmy Barr, the 12 of Barr, the 13 of Hobart. Contact between the two of them. Barr's going to take the advantage here, as now contact yet again here. So back half of the top 10 into the top 15. There is a lot of heavy contact, but they keep going.
Speaking of keep coming on, is that 2 machine of Sean McPhee. He's back there in 13th position. He just rolls the inside of the raceway. And again, I would have loved to have gone back to have a look to see what caused that issue. Maybe he caught the tyre of the wall there with the left front tyre. Maybe he just overdrove it in the middle of 3 and 4 and got the car all sorts of crossed up. We'll never know. Unless we get a caution, we can go back some, 6, 7 laps ago. But right now, Kyle Hooper, in fact, has lost the race lead back there to Braden Isla. So you've got a new leader off for turn number 4. And Isla is going to lead lap number 35.
So Braden Isla right now leading the way. Kyle Hooper now has his hands full yet again. Here comes the 90 of Trevor Royer. Royer trying to get back to the top side here, as there you see Inman going at it still with the 32 of Anthony Moreno. Those two going at it, and Wheeler, it's been that for the past 15 laps. Inman and Moreno going at it for 4th and 5th.
Yeah, it all comes off the back of those restarts where the drivers start side by side alongside each other. And well, Morano at the moment, he's got the better of Mason Inman at this stage, but still working on what will be 40 8 laps complete. At the completion of this lap there from Braden Isler, we're not going to get there just yet because we'll freeze the lap counter. The yellow comes out, Alex, and well, once we go back to green, then it'll be 48 down.
So caution flag will wave just when we were getting to that halfway point in this A main event.
Wow, this is really starting to get a little spicy here, Alex.
Only a little bit. I think the gloves will come off soon here.
I think they, look, I think the last 20 laps is going to be the key. I think that's where it's going to get broken down and where it will get one. Who knows? We'll have to wait and find out. And, well, you'll have to wait and find out with us because, well, we can't tell the future. Though I might be 16 hours ahead of you, I still can't tell the difference on who's going to win. And, Alex, any closer to picking a winner yet?
I don't know yet. Green flag is out, though. Braden Island with a good restart here. Hooper and Royer going at it already as they're almost 4 wide behind them for that 4th, 5th, and 6th spot there. Moreno, Inman. Now here comes Scott Raomi into the mix.
I think the last caution was for Sean McPhee. He's back there in 26, battling with Shane Yates for that 26 and 27 spot. So 20 laps ago, your race leaders now near the back of the field. But right now, Braden Isler leads what is lap number 14. We're 10 laps away from half race distance. Oh, look out, Morano and Royer come together. Morano going to go around. Reynolds involved, the 13 car involved as well. It's William Hobart. And Alex, I was just going to say, you're only 10 laps away. You better start pulling your finger up because once lap 50 comes, you know I'm going to ask you.
See? But now I have a few more laps.
Yep. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
See, it might be a good thing that I'm not guessing because if I would have guessed earlier and then the race leader wrecks, then you would have put the hashtag blame Alex on the screen.
I'm still going to put the hashtag blame Alex on there. You could pick the winner, and I'm still going to give you a hashtag blame Alex.
Oh, that's normal.
That's just a welcome back sign.
It's just a technicality. It's fine.
Yeah. 59 to run. Once we go back to green. So lap 41 will be in the books. Lights are out on the iRacing.com official pace truck, part of the iRacing flagman. He's got the green flag already up and ready to drop down. And once the green flag goes up, the throttle goes down. I would like to have seen some stuff in the mid-pack right now, but the battle up front, up inside the first 3-4 rows, has just been phenomenal. Back to green we go. Royer got to keep his spot there. 3 wide once again for 3rd, 4th and 5th position. Hooper, Inman and Murphy. Look at Hooper driving it deep down into turn number 3 right through the middle. He'll slide it up to nearly the concrete down the front straightaway.
Hooper now to the outside of Trevor Royer. Royer, remember, was running the top side. Now he's on the bottom side here, side by side for that 2nd spot. Hooper up top, Royer on the bottom. And here comes Inman and Murphy to join the fray as well as Jack Young in the 6th spot.
Jack Young come from the B main.
I think so.
I feel like Jack Young come from the B main. Let's take a look bottom right of your screen. The biggest movers so far. Lathix up 18 positions. Jack Young up 16 positions. So he started 22nd. He finished runner-up in the B main, and he's found his way nearly inside of a top 5, nearly 3 wide. We'll go 3 wide off turn number 4. Murphy, Inman and Royer. This is a battle for 3rd, 4th and 5th position. Meanwhile, Raomi and TJ Smith. Remember TJ Smith? He was I'm pretty sure it was the first caution. We spun out in the middle of turn number 1 and 2. He's back up inside the top 10.
Battles throughout here. Hicks in 10th. Murphy, Smith, Rayomi, Young, and Royer. They're sitting 10th through 5th right now as Trevor Royer trying to hold off Mason Inman. But Inman on the bottom side in the 4th spot here as everyone's still chasing down Braden Eiler for that top spot.
Eiler wants to set a very fast pace here as well. These caution flags keep coming out. It's going to stop and halt the progress of that 37 car. Which means, again, that 6, 7, 8 of a second lead is going to go back to nothing, and it'll come back to a double file restart. We're about to have 48 complete. Alex, you've got 2 more green flag laps to sort it out, but you've got 5 laps in total from now to pick someone. And that's lap 1.
Thinking.
Tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock.
Wheeler, do you smell the smoke yet?
No, I smell what the Rock was cooking though. Who you going with?
Huh?
Who you going with?
I don't know yet. I still have 2 laps.
Yeah. You are worse than a woman trying to pick dinner.
I feel like your wife would take offense to that one.
I'd probably get slapped.
Remember, spaghetti is a go-to.
Absolutely it is. Here we go,
Green
back.
flag.
Here you go, Alex.
Green flag back in the air. Braden Eiler out in front. Hooper, Murphy, Inman now as Inman up top. Comes very close to the outside wall here as battles throughout. Eiler now Murphy up into the 2nd spot. He's trying to go here. 4-car battle. Make it 5-car battle here for the race lead now as they all close in on Braden Eiler.
I can't commentate the next lap, Alex, because lap 50 is upon us. Who's your pick? If you said lap 50, ask you.
I'm going to go with the upset hard charger. I'm going Jack Young to win it.
I'm going TJ Smith as they're side by side. The 99 car has really shown a lot of speed. So right now, we are now into the back half of this feature event. Meanwhile, we go back on that restart there on the opening lap of that restart in 3 and 4. Kyle Hooper actually drove up into the side of Braden Eiler, and that's why Kyle Hooper right now is back in position number 4. Smith into the concrete wall. Gets it and gathers it back up. Meanwhile, Royer back to position number 4. Meanwhile, look at James Murphy in that 65 machine, pestering the 37 car, Braden Eiler. And boy, I tell you what, Eiler's got his work cut out for him. But again, big slider line there from Kyle Hooper in the 14 machine. As now here comes Royer once again down to the inside. Jack Young, there is TJ Smith working back there. But Young's got the better of Smith as they work down the back straight. But here comes Smith. Oh boy, the left rear rides up over the right rear of Jack Young.
There you saw Trevor Royer basically might as well just thrown a slider on all 3 cars. They were all battling it out, and Royer went from the bottom to the top to hold every line possible and hold on to that 4th spot. But again, still, it's TJ Smith, Jack Young going at it for your 6th and 7th spot. But up front, Braden Eiler this time, he's not as far out as now Murphy battling it out for the race lead with Braden Eiler.
Murphy going to challenge Eiler for the lead up for turn number 4. I think Murphy had it at the start-finish line. And now here comes Mason Inman. So a 3-way dance for the top 3 positions. And the new race leader is going to be James Murphy. Braden Eiler, he's got something to say about this one. Eiler comes back to the outside, but Murphy, again, the Dirt Track Nation number 65 machine will lead what is lap number 57. Oh, yellow.
The caution flag waves again.
You know what we haven't seen tonight, Alex, in this feature?
Oh boy, I'm scared.
Lap traffic.
No, we have not.
.43 to go. If this race somehow stays green for the next 40, what will be 42 laps, you would think that we get, with 27 cars still left on the lead lap, 28 cars, I believe, left on the racetrack. Let's have a look. In fact, yes, 28 cars still on the racetrack. You would think that we get to lap traffic in, say, 20 to 25 laps.
Yeah, it should be. Look, if the final 42 laps would go green to checkered, Brett Wheeler, I think it would be a very exciting but very interesting 42 laps.
I think interesting is one word for it, yeah. Lights are out. Murphy this time going to lead us back to the green flag. He gets up on the wheel, and again the pedal goes to the floor as we go back to green. Isla straight at the top shelf, down into turn number 1, off for turn 2. He will now cut it back just a little bit, just above the slick line. Trevor Roy going to try and follow suit, although Royer trying to throw it in deeper down into 3 and 4. Meanwhile, again, here comes Mason Inman trying to come back and hold it down into 1 and 2.
Inman right now trying for that race lead, and caution flag back in the air.
So no one said 42. Who'd you go with? Jack Young. And I went TJ Smith. So there's still...
There was a car upside down in turn 1.
I didn't see it. I did not see it. I probably could go back and look at it.
Actually, it was involving 2 cars.
Who are they, Alex? Who do we have? Who did we miss?
Not quite sure.
Incorrect answer?
Oh, incorrect answers only? I still couldn't tell you.
No, that was an incorrect answer to what you gave me.
Give me like 5 seconds, and I'm looking at the replay right now.
Incorrect. The correct answer is yes.
Oh, always yes.
I feel like you've dropped your yes game.
Yes.
Okay, there you go. Now you're starting to pick it up again. Okay, I can deal with that. Here we go. 60 laps are now complete. 40 remain here at Lanier National Speedway. Your Short Bar Super Series Turkey Derby Big Block Modified. And then, like I said, I think it's about $150 purse up for grabs for these drivers tonight. Well, James Murphy, he wants the lion's share of this main event victory. Mason Inman again down to the inside. Inman, I tell you what, he's ran a solid race all night. He's been in the top 5 all night, probably, except for maybe probably 2, 3, worst case scenario, 4 or 5 laps.
Right now, Murphy leading the way. Inman, Royer, Royer, and Murphy going at it here for your top 5. As there you see Royer up top, and keep an eye. Jared Murphy, Jack Young, and here comes Christopherson as he was looking to gain some spots.
Well, I tell you what, Christopherson in that 51 car, boy, he's really making some headway right now. He's looking to get by. In fact, he's got by the 99 car of TJ Smith, and he's now gotten by the 31 car of Jack Young. So the 51 now sets his sights on the back of the 14 car of Murphy, as Murphy trying to get by Trevor Royer. Had Alex Robinson moment just then. I was trying to call someone else in a different car. Well, up on 2 wheels goes Trevor Royer.
So Royer now losing 1 spot, now making 2 spots as Christopherson goes to the inside, gets by Royer. Royer back up top here. That's your battle for the 6th spot. Jack Young right behind the 90 of Trevor Royer. Young and Royer in the Pennsylvania Posse iRacing League. Those two went at it for points all throughout the 2023 season, and right now they're battling it out for the 7th spot.
Young couldn't get it. Trevor Royer's got it at the start-finish line by half a car length. We are 33. Will be 32 laps left to run for James Murphy. In that number 65 machine, Mason Inman closing in right now. It's down to 10th of a second. And boy, Mason Inman, he's found a different line right through the middle of the racetrack than what James Murphy's running, your race leader.
Murphy holding on to the race lead, but still Inman Eiler not far behind here. As remember, On these opening 20-30 laps, the race lead could have separated between a second to 2 seconds. Now we're not even a half-second difference between your first and second place cars of Murphy and Inman. Braden Eiler still, he's only a half-second behind your race leader.
The gap first through the third, you are looking at 7 to 8 tenths of a second. It just sort of fluctuates even down to 6 tenths of a second. So James Murphy, as we now get into what is less than just a normal feature race distance. Let's go back and look through this field. There's the 18 of Aaron Rockefeller. Again, biggest movers through this field. You can see down on the bottom right of your screen, we're going to go yellow. Jared Murphy up 21 spots. JD Myers up 19 positions. Myers started position 30. And he's up to position number 11.
So we'll add another heartbreak to yet another front runner. This time, though, it comes on the back end of this 100-lap A main event.
I think you are looking at maybe Lath Hicks there. In fact, no, it might have been William Hobart. I think in that 13 machine, he's found his way back in the pit area. A tough break for some of these drivers. There's Dylan DeWitt Jr. rolling into the pits. He is some 15 laps down from the cars on the lead lap, coming back out of the pits. Can Murphy hold on, Alex?
Not quite sure. All I know is your pick and my pick are going to restart right next to each other yet again.
I generally feel like whenever we pick, our picks are always right around each other.
Every time. Every time.
All right, I'll see if I can let you win one. Here we go, 28 to run, Alex. And, well, James Murphy again. Ken Mason Inman now. Well, he got up into the back bumper of that 65 car. And, of course, with the contact force in the 51 car of Mason Inman to check up 2 and 3 wide deep in the field, but still Murphy leading the way.
Murphy leading the way, as you see in the mid-pack there, the top 10, Jack Young going to the inside here on Christopherson, the 99 of TJ Smith on that restart. He forced it 3 wide. He went up top, but then ended up losing a spot now as Sean McPhee. He is in the A spot, so he's making a run back up into the top 10.
You know, I nearly picked him, but the fact that TJ Smith was actually looking pretty good, that's the reason why I didn't actually go with Sean McPhee. But boy, I tell you what, anything can happen in that number 2 machine. As long as he can just pick cars off one by one, these yellows keep coming out at the right time for him. He is going to be one to watch late in this race. 24 to go, and the yellow will come out.
And Brett Wheeler, this one will go on your pick. TJ Smith went around in turn 3 and 4.
All right. There you go. I'm not even going to say it. Just going to bring it up.
That one was not my fault.
Let's ask the timing software. A timing software. Whose fault was that? Who can we blame? Oh, thank you.
Well played, Mr. Wheeler. Well played.
Thank you. I've been around the block once or twice.
This isn't your first rodeo.
Nope. You been to a rodeo?
Yes, I have.
How are they?
They're actually really fun. I've been to the World Finals when the World Finals were in Vegas. I've been to the Professional Bull Riding World Finals, but I have not been to the dirt track in Charlotte for the World Finals.
I think you've got your things backwards then. That's the incorrect way to do things. It should be World Finals first and then go to the rodeo second.
Here we go, 24 laps to go in this one. Green flag back in the air, and a double slider there for the 18. Couldn't even tell who that was. That was Aaron Rockefeller going up there as into the 8th spot. So battles throughout your top 10 here. JD Myers in the 9th spot. And look who else from the last chance qualifier is up into the top 10, the 79 of Dean Reynolds.
Well, can he hold on to a top 10? You'll have to wait and find out. We've still got 22 remaining here at Lanier National Speedway. James Murphy leads by just under 3/10, make it just under 2/10 of a second. Watching Hooper and McPhee go wheel to wheel through turn number 3 and 4. Then you go back to JD Myers, who started position number 30, dead last in this 30 car field. He was the one to get the final transfer spot. The boy, hasn't he made it work right now in the 25. Alex, as he finds his way up to position number 9 and challenging for that 8th spot with Aaron Rockefeller.
20 laps to go. Murphy still leading the way here. Inman, and then, so it's James Murphy, Mason Inman, Jared Murphy, Braden Eiler, and Clay Christopherson in the top 5 with McPhee, Hooper, Rockefeller, Myers, and Jack Young, your top 10 right now.
Everybody just trying to migrate to the low side of the racetrack. Lanier National Speedway and big block modifiers. Generally, this is where it gets to. Oh boy, the 14 car, Jared Murphy, all sorts of crossed up. He's going to lose a top 5 position right now, so that will move Sean McPhee back to position number 5. And Alex, you've got to think, if McPhee can get a yellow late in this race, he is certainly going to be one to watch, and the drivers will certainly keep an eye on him because he showed some blistering form in the early parts of the 100 lap main event, in about that lap 20th.
Yeah, McPhee was in the race lead. He was out in front by over 2 seconds. Now he's back up into the 5th spot, and there is the caution. Brett Wheeler with 16 laps to go. Caution flag will wave. That is not my fault, but we'll have to blame Alex on the screen. But, man, that might be the caution Sean McPhee needs. He's in the 5th spot. Still 15 laps to go when the green flag comes back out. 15 laps. Can he get 5 spots?
You would think that the answer is going to be a simple yes, but we all know that it's one thing to catch these guys. It's another thing to make the pass and do it clean and respectfully. So, again, only a question that can be answered inside the next 15 laps around Lanier National Speedway. Again, who will take out the Superbus Short Series Turkey Derby. Big block modifieds here at Lanier National Speedway, a 3/8 of a mile racetrack in distance. And boy, I tell you what, these guys have really put on one hell of a show here tonight.
Yeah, so now we'll have a 15-lap shootout. And you talk about the top 5. James Murphy, Mason Inman, Braden Eiler, Christopherson, and Sean McPhee, your top 5. Don't forget Murphy, Hooper. They're all still in the picture as well here. A lot can happen in 15 laps. And Brett Wheeler, I have to say it because every single time I'm on air, there's always a chance of a green-white checkered.
Well, a very good chance of that one happening, and we'll have to wait and find out. 15 laps is back up on the board, so 85 is complete here at Lanier. And everybody again trying to fight for that racing line down to the bottom of the racetrack. Here comes Christopherson in car 51 to the outside of the 37 machine of Braden Eiler. He goes with Eiler. Oh, look out. There goes JD Myers. And Myers goes from a top 10. He will now go to the tail end of the field. We're still green at the moment, Alex, with Christopherson and McPhee still working side by side in tandem. Oh, look out. Kyle Hooper around in car 14. And there's your caution late in this one.
The sad part is you got to think for McPhee, he got lucky. The caution comes out, but you got to think he was hoping possibly to get by at least one car on that restart before the next one comes out. So now he still has to get by a handful of cars if he still wants to get into the victory lane here tonight. But when he goes back to the green flag, 13 laps, we're closing in on just about a heat race distance. Right now we're about at a B main distance. And you got to talk about up front, Inman, Braden Eiler, McPhee. Besides that caution, he was up front most of the night. But when you talk about your top 5 who've been in the top 5 85 to 90% of the night, Mason Inman, Braden Eiler, they have not missed a beat from lap 1 to this point in the race.
Couldn't agree with you more, Alex. Couldn't have said it any better. Lights are out on the iRacing.com official page truck. We're coming back to the green. This the Superbus short bus Super Series. Just mumbled that one up pretty good. Your Turkey Derby. I'm tired, Alex. I've been up since 3 o'clock in the morning, and it's now 1 o'clock in the afternoon almost. Oh, no!
Oh, boy.
Wow. Are they going to let that one go? They are at the moment. No, there it is. Yellow back out. And I dare say they'll come back to a complete restart on that one.
So now, Mr. Wheeler, this is actually where race control, this is definitely above our pay grade because they got a lot of work to do to see who possibly was at fault of this caution and who gets their spot back, who doesn't get spots back. And Brett Wheeler, I'm so glad I'm not in this spot.
I would not like to, you agree, I would not like to be in their spot to make this call. Although, you know what, last night, okay, my time last night, Australian time last night, I earwelled Platzi not once but twice. And get this, Nathan Vanderwacker, Sprint Car Pro World Championship driver. Now I spot for him on Monday nights in the Pro Series. He caused a caution last night and I had to EOL him.
Oh, boy.
And because they run no mirrors, he's like, I didn't see him out there. I'm like, yeah, but you made the contact. Your slide job didn't clear him. So I let him cool down.
Brett Wheeler, it is a total of $250 in purse for tonight.
Ah, there you go. See? I was saying 150. So, I mean, I was trying to get us an extra 100, Alex, but these guys weren't taking it.
Here we go, back to the green flag. A better restart this time, but guess what? New race leader Mason Inman in control here as Christopherson in the second spot. Murphy, it's James and Jared Murphy sitting in third and fourth, and Jack Young is in the top five.
All he's making it work is Jack Young in the 31 machine. Got a Dean Reynolds, you spoke about him before. He said he was inside the top 10. He's right now in 8th position, so he's got a little bit of a buffer. Austin Griffin, the 57. I'm pretty sure Griffey's gone around at one stage throughout the course of this feature event here tonight. But now we come to single-digit laps remaining. 9 laps left to run. Mason Inman, who has been at the front of this field for nearly every lap of this race. He's been inside the top 5 for all bar probably maybe 5 laps at most, where he was in position number 6. But again, cautions just coming out of the right time for the 51 car. And he finds himself now with 8 laps left to run. Alex, a heat race distance away for Mason Inman.
Inman holding charge here. Clay Christopherson is about a half a second as he's closing in here. Still a half second behind your race leader of Mason Inman. And then James Jared Murphy, they're sitting in third and fourth. Jack Young holding off Logan Wentz for that 5th spot right now. And as contact there, Wentz trying to keep it going. He's going to have contact there. And he will go around, and we're still green, but I think caution flag might wave. We'll see here. Green flag still out. Here come your race leaders, and there is the caution flag.
Take a look at this. Have a look at this when this caution flag just came out. Look at this call from Mason Inman. Have a look. We're going to ride on board right now with Mason Inman. You want a big pucker-up moment? Look at this. Ooh, boy. Gee, that Pizza Plus 51 machine. Have a look how close. Jeebus. I've got all sorts of camera angles here, Alex.
Oh, boy.
I love that shot. I love that shot right there on the left rear. How good. How good.
That was a little too close for comfort there.
Mm-hmm. Now 5 to run. Lights are out on the pace truck. Can Mason Inman, can he go to victory lane? Time will tell. Back up on the throttle. We're back to green here at Lanier. Right now we're back underway.
Green flag back out and caution flag right back out. Brett Wheeler, we're coming away too close to my quote-unquote favorite time of the night.
Oh, it's already there. It is already there. A green white checker
No.
is coming.
It's not coming just yet.
No,
Not
yeah,
yet.
yeah, it's coming though. Calling it now.
Brett Wheeler, don't do that.
I've already done it.
Don't do that.
James Murphy. Looks like an EOL there for James Murphy in the 65 car.
You know what that means?
I'm going to say that puts Jack Young to position number 4.
Not
3.
just that. Not just that. Look who's in position number 5.
Yeah, Dean Reynolds.
So I'm intrigued when we come back to the green flag to see where the hard charger race is at, because
Jared Murphy up 24 spots from 26 to second. Back to green, 5 to run. Make it 4.
green flag back in the air. Inman leading the charge right now. We'll have 3 laps to go. And it's Inman, Murphy, Young, Griffey, and Dean Reynolds, your top 5 here. And this time by Popsicle Sticks will be in the air. 2 more laps around for the 51 of Mason Inman.
Can Mason Inman hold on to a victory here at Lanier National Speedway? He's got 2 circuits to get it done. He's navigated the first half of this penultimate lap into 3 and 4. Penultimate time, the white flag is going to fly, and Mason Inman has got 6/10 of a second lead over Jared Murphy, who come from the 26th starting position. But down the back straightaway for the final time into turn number 3, about to come off turn number 4. Your Turkey Derby main event winner goes to the 51 of Mason Inman.
Jared Murphy in second, Jack Young in third, Austin Griffey, and Dean Reynolds, your top 5. Scott Rayomi, Chris Fitz, Patrick Cobb, Jim Tenorelli, JD Myers, your top 10.
Let's go over the page and we'll get this one. There it is. Sean McPhee in 11th. Braden Isler 12th. Aaron Rockefeller 13th. TJ Smith in 14th. James Murphy 15th. Jimmy Barr 16th. The last car on the lead lap. Trent Curtis, Harold Klump, Clay Christopherson, and Logan Wentz will make up your top 20, Alex.
21st goes to Kyle Hooper, Trevor Ware 22nd. Nick Lowe goes 23rd. Shane Yates 24th. Laith Hicks will be in 25th. Anthony Moreno in 26th. William Hobart, Dylan DeWert Jr., Brandon Combs, and Dakota Kuhn, your 30 finishers.
All right, so we're just waiting on the drivers to make their way out of the cockpits of their virtual race cars. But as that has been done, Alex, this track kit's got a lot of shine to it right now. When after 100 laps, I did say that it was going to get quite a fair bit of shine to it, and that it did.
And yes, Brett Wheeler, I'm going to let you cover all the post-race stuff, as I just got a phone call that I need to take back regarding our 2024 race season. So, Brett Wheeler, I will see you in 3 weeks, and enjoy the post-race.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. All right, so let's go and chat to your top 3. We'll, in fact, bring in second place finisher right now. It's the 14 car of Jared Murphy. Jared, congratulations on this second place finish here tonight. And boy, I tell you what, from 20, I think it was from 26. Let me just double check that. Yeah, from 26 to second. Man, you're up on the wheel after that one, but how you feeling after 100 laps?
I'm fine. I can go 100, but the tires definitely could not. Yeah, I just run around for like the first half of the race and found myself up in the top 5, and that whole debacle at the end of the race put me up in second. So.
We had a track reset after the B main there. What did you make of the racetrack? Did you think that was the right call in resetting the track?
No, I like the slick track. I'm not very good on the gripped up track, but I'm good on the slick, and I proved it right there.
Joe, well done on the second place finish here tonight in the Turkey Derby. Before we let you go, we'll let you thank everybody involved on this 14 car.
I'd like to thank everybody who put this race on, and my only sponsor is Talking Dirt.
There you go, Jared Murphy home in second spot. Home in third place tonight, and then we'll do your race winner. But home in third spot tonight is going to be Jack Young. Jack, congratulations on the third place finish here tonight. Boy, I tell you what, you had your work cut out for you, but nonetheless, podium finish, you must be happy with how this one finished up.
Yeah, man, I'm very happy. This is only like probably my fourth time racing big blocks, so 22nd to third, man, I cannot complain at all.
Coming into this 100-lap main event, what sort of game plan did you have in mind?
I didn't really have a game plan. I was really just kind of going with the flow. It seems like everybody was running the same line and was just as fast as anyone else. Like everybody was the same speed. So you just got to be, I guess, patient. And when the door opens, you just got to take it. Really, that's about it.
How much were you looking after your tyres in the first half of that race, and when did you decide to pull the trigger?
I wasn't really saving tires, to be honest with you. That wasn't in my head, really. I was just trying to keep calm and don't hit the guy in front of me, you know what I mean? That's about it.
Jack, what on third place? Before we let you go, we'll let you thank everybody involved on this 31 car.
Yeah, I like to thank Brett Marks, the Brett Marks Sim team, first and foremost. I'd like to thank you for putting on a great broadcast for us iRacers. I'd like to thank Smeal and Tenerelli. They scheduled this and hammered it off in, like, I'm pretty sure like 2 weeks or something like that. And to get this many cars, they did an amazing job. I got to give it to them, and putting up money for more people to come out and everything. They just did an awesome job. I got to thank my sponsors, obviously Brent's sponsors, M&M Painting and Construction, Baps Auto Paint, Live Our Customs, Fredericksburg Eagle Hotel, Koi Asian Restaurant, Off-Road Motorsports, Mama's Pizza, Jeremy Zoffars Photography, and I would like to thank NOS Energy.
There we go. Jack Young home in third place. And now we'll go down to Victory Lane and chat to your winner here tonight. Your Short Bus Super Series Turkey Derby main event winner is Mason Inman. Mason, congratulations on this main event victory here in all bar. I think about 4, maybe 5 laps. You were outside the top 5, but for the most part, you're inside it. And, well, you come away victorious. How are you feeling after 101 laps here at Lanier, or 100 laps after at Lanier?
Man, I'm feeling tired, kind of hungry, but it was a long one, a lot of cautions, but just glad I could pull through towards the end there.
When you get to the race lead inside those final 10 laps, what goes through your mind, especially on those cautions? What's going through your mind on each of those restarts?
I guess pretty much. I know I was fast. I probably had one of the best right rears because I saved. It didn't seem like a lot of people did. So I knew I was fast, and I just had to hit my marks and get good restarts, be able to pull away, which it seemed like I did. Put a couple tenths on them, crossing the line. So I just had to be smooth and consistent on every one of those restarts there.
Mate, that final lap, you had about 6 to 7/10 of a second lead. Talk us what was going through your mind there on that final white flag lap.
Really, I was just telling myself not to spin out because sometimes you get a little too excited and you just gotta race it till the checkered. So I was just making sure I was hitting them, same like all the other 99 laps I did, and just make sure I made it to the line.
Mason, congratulations on this victory here at Lanier in the Short Bus Super Series Turkey Derby Big Block Modifieds at Lanier. Before we let you go, we'll let you thank everybody involved on this 51 car.
Yeah, I just gotta thank everybody here that put on the race. Thank you for the broadcast. Really appreciate it. You don't get many free entries, especially for $100, on iRacing. But I gotta thank everyone at Speed Ranch for everything they do when it comes to non-fixed setup races. But yeah, Gage Stevens Designs. He makes all my other cars. I didn't have one on tonight, but for anything else, go hit him up if you need a car. Makes probably the best in the biz. Yeah. That'll be all.
There we go. Mason Inman, your winner here tonight from Lanier National Speedway, the Short Bus Super Series Turkey Derby. It has been run and won. And again, we thank everybody involved that came out here tonight to put on this event. Again, regarding all this one, boy 100 laps. Again, myself, Brett Wheeler, alongside what had been Alex Robinson. Again, he just had to duck out. But again, the Turkey W brought to you by Elite Welder Training and Testing in Mickleton, New Jersey. It's all good under the hood. Visit www.weldertrainingsouthjersey.com for more information. I want to thank the Turn 2 Terribles, the official PA Posse Dirt Track Racing podcast starring Jimmy Barr, Jeremy Zarfos, and Chris Lynn. They are live on Monday nights. You can find them on Facebook and on YouTube at Turn 2 Terribles. And again, lastly, we'd like to use tonight's program to raise FDS awareness. But for everybody here at Ultimate Dirt TV, on behalf of Alex Robinson, I am Brett Wheeler, signing off, saying good night. Congratulations to Mason Inman.